Once again, good morning. Today is the fourth day of Menachem Av, and we continue in chapter 1 of Igeres HaKodesh. We're on page 80 in the Chayin. If you want to follow along, Larry, come up closer, please, so I can see you. Okay. In today's lesson, the study of the oral Torah, the Mishnah, the Gemara, Chassidus, Kabbalah, provides strength and reinforcement in one's foundation. And we're also going to, discuss tefillah. Davening is the time for strengthening the structure, which is the head and the arms, etc., meaning meditation leading to love and fear of Hashem. Okay. Me who hanoisin koyach va'oiz lebechinas mosnayim laha amidu lekayim harosh v'hazroyois. But what gives the power and the strength? Remember we said yesterday that the thighs, the legs, give the body strength to walk. So too, in the spiritual makeup, your body is your heart and your mind. And it's the foundation which gives us the faith in Hashem. So what gives the strength to the faith? What gives that strength the ability to support the head and sustain the head? It's in one's involvement in the study of the laws of the oral Torah. The Torah, for Torah is the food that nourishes the soul's faith. The oral Torah is the manifestation of the supreme will. If you learn Torah, if you read the Chumash every day, you're going to connect to Hashem's wisdom. But when you understand the halacha through the oral Torah, you are connecting to the will of Hashem. So the oral Torah reveals the supreme will in all its ramifications. The written Torah does not elaborate on the detailed laws concerning the performance of the mitzvahs. And the Alter Rebbe goes on to say that Torah may be indeed said to be the revelation of Hashem's will, a level that transcends Hashem's wisdom, notwithstanding the fact that Torah precedes Chachma from the divine wisdom. Why? This is so because the Torah merely proceeds, meaning unfolds from Chachma. It's merely revealed through the divine wisdom. Its source and root, however, surpass by far the rank of Chachma. By being that which is referred to as the blessed one's supreme will. So Ratzon Elyon, K'mashikosuv, Katzina Ratzon Tatreno, the pasuk says, as the shield, you crown the righteous with favor. So the word translated as favor is Ratzon, the same word that has been rendered as will, Ratzon Hashem. So too, the study of Torah encompasses and protects the soul of the Torah student. Like a crown which is placed above the brain, which is above our head. I'm sorry, the brain is in your head. The crown is above our head. So since the study of the oral Torah reveals God's will, meaning the crown that transcends the level of wisdom, it's therefore able to strengthen the loins, the faith, whose purpose is to support the head, meaning the intellect, and the arms, meaning the love and fear of Hashem, the spiritual emotions that are the fruit of intellect. Chanoida mima shepershu al pasuk. This teaching parallels the familiar exposition of the pasuk. A woman of valor is the crown of her husband. Alter Rebbe explains below in Epistle 29 that a woman of valor in Eishes Chayil alludes to the oral Torah. Its numerous laws serve as the crown for her husband, the intellective faculty of Chachma. This teaching likewise recalls the rabbinic teaching that whoever studies Torah laws every day is assured a life in the world to come. From the study of the oral Torah that enables one to be receptive to divine revelation in the world to come, Lasid Lavai, as explained in greater length in 29. Now, this then is the meaning of the pasuk. She girds her loins with strength. Ain ois ela Torah. There's no strength but Torah. She nesenas karach va'ois v'chinas masnayim b'chagurim u'lubashim ba. It gives power and strength to the loins, meaning the faith of the neshama, which are girded and embodied in it. To do what? L'chazik l'amid z'roiseha. To strengthen and fortify its arms. Remember, we said before, arms are the avanira, intellectually generated awe and love of Hashem. Kol chad lefum shira delay, each person according to his ability. So one individual's greatness or generation of love or awe of Hashem through his intellectual endeavor, through Torah study, meditation, and another may draw his inborn reservoir of love and awe. In all cases, however, these spiritual emotions are strengthened by learning Torah and the laws of Torah. In the spirit of the above, we can understand the mashal, the metaphor of the pasuk. She girds her loins with strength, just as a warrior gathers strength by girding his loins. So does the soul become more powerful by being enveloped with the encompassing radiance of the divine light, which is drawn down upon it from the supreme will from Hashem that is revealed in the laws of Torah. In parentheses, V'al ha'amodas v'kiyum b'chinas ha'reisha b'nefesh v'aseichol ha'mispoinin v'chulu amar tata kitay sachra v'chulu. I'm sorry, tama kitay sachra. As regarding and as regards supporting and sustaining the head of the soul, meaning the intellect that contemplates. King Shlomo says she perceived her trade as good, a metaphor which is explained elsewhere. Okay. What mainly concerns the Alter Rebbe here is girding one's loins. What is that? In order to arouse the love and fear of Hashem. As he will soon explain, the ideal time for doing this is during davening. He therefore only briefly notes in passing that the intellect is also strengthened through the laws of the study of the Torah laws. However, the occasion and time for strengthening and fortifying the arms, meaning the spiritual emotions, the love of Hashem, the awe of Hashem, and the head, the intellect, understanding of Torah, is during the time of davening Shacharis, morning prayer. For above, it's a time of compassion, a time in which the supreme will is revealed. Okay, so since the supreme will strengthens the arm and the head, quote unquote, the love and fear, and also the ability to study Torah and ingest the halachos to understand them, it follows that the time of davening, an hour of favor, when Hashem's will is manifest, especially the best time to strengthen both one's intellectual grasp of Hashem and spiritual emotions, connecting us to Hashem. So davening is thus the ideal opportune time to meditate on the greatness of HaKadosh Baruch Hu and to create within oneself a feeling of awe and love of Hashem. Therefore, the Alter Rebbe says, this is what I would ask of those who seek to draw close to Hashem. He's giving us advice here. He says, let's understand and contemplate. Have as a constant reminder between their eyes, as I wrote them last year in general, in another letter, I guess. And especially with respect to deep concentration during davening, from the depths of our heart, day after day. Let's seek Hashem and desire to connect Hashem with all our heart and with all our soul, as we say in Shema. Let them pour out their soul like water in prayer in the presence of Hashem. In this spirit, our sages of blessed memory taught in the Sifri, commenting on the pasuk, and with all your soul, that the davening should be so intense to the extent of pressing out the soul. meaning until the soul bursts forth and expresses itself in an outpouring of love for Hashem. How do you get oil from the olives? You squeeze them out. The beginning, when you squeeze, it's just juice. And then when you squeeze and you get actually squeezing the pulp, that's where the oil is from. We really have to press very hard. And the takeaway is for today, Chavra, your faith needs to be nourished. Study the laws of Torah, and you will become aware of Hashem and His will, and this will feed your faith. Okay, that's it for today. Baruch Adonai, Amirach, you got the Baruch on the video.